What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the All or Nothing podcast.
Yo,
I'm Mazo.
I'm Zach.
I figured we kind of maybe throw the names in the introduction like that for a little bit.
No, that's facts.
I
I'm
don't know.
rocking with it.
But we're back, another week, another episode, things to talk about.
And there's a lot of them.
Yeah, a lot of stuff. Bro, and it seems like it's been kind of bad stuff lately. Is that just the news in general? Nothing really is ever good. It seems like a lot of negative topics, you know?
Well, you know what? Let's today is January 2nd. It's 2023 now. So happy New Year to everybody watching.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
To the people who are hitting that like and subscribe button.
Absolutely.
It's January 2nd. So we leaving all that negativity in 2022. But you know what? It's hard to say that because January 1st, we got some devastating news.
Gangsta Boo.
R.I.P.
Yeah, so the second lady of 3-6 Mafia, Gangsta Boo, officially passed away yesterday, January 1st. Rest in peace to her.
Rest in peace. Fuck me up.
Definitely some sad news because, 3-6 Mafia, Gangsta Boo, pioneers of the rap game.
Oh, the culture. No
The
bad.
culture.
No bad. Fuck me up because I'm definitely a big 3-6 Mafia fan. Gangsta Boo, chat. I mean, when you talk about female rap, low key, that's kind of
Right.
That's more my era, more my generation. I mean, Lil Kim was a little bit before me, and everybody who came after. But
Right.
yeah, Lil Chat and Gangsta Boo, rest in peace to her. And prayers out to her friends and family at 3-6 Mafia, Juicy J, DJ Paul, Project Pat, everybody who worked with her.
Yeah, Crunchy.
She joined Lord Infamous up in the sky. So
Yeah, and it's one of those things, I think, like you said, a pioneer in the game. So a lot of these younger kids might not even really know who Gangsta Boo is. So I think it's important to, make sure that she's talked about so everybody can kind of, get an understanding of how important she was.
hey, you know what? One thing I will never forget with Gangsta Boo is when 3-6 Mafia did the verses against Bone Thugs and Harmony, and they had kind of gotten that scuffle and shit.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh man, it's all she's like, it's Busy Bone fault, lazy ass nigga." You know what I'm saying? And she said something like, "That's why the group broke up because of this nigga," and some shit like that, bro. That shit had me so dead.
Yeah, she's gonna speak her mind.
Oh god, R.I.P. to Gangsta Boo, man.
For real. Yeah. Sad news.
Yeah, man. Last time we had been keeping everybody up to date on what was going on with the Meg Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez trials, and shit is finally over. And I wish we had a sound effect thing where we could play fucking Bitch You Guessed It, because you guessed it, Tory Lanez was found guilty on all charges.
All charges. They didn't even let him go home for Christmas.
I mean, what was your opinion? Did you think that he was going to get found guilty or innocent?
I mean, honestly, I was watching an interview yesterday with Tony Yayo was on Vlad. Do you see that? They were talking about it. But I just think it's interesting. He was like, I've never, and it makes sense. He goes, Yayo was talking about if somebody shoots, if somebody is still alive and they're willing to testify and get in the stand and say, that guy shot me. If you shoot somebody and that person is going to testify against you, I could never imagine that you wouldn't be found guilty, So it's like I kind of, even though there was a lot of weird stuff going on, I feel like he was gonna,
I mean,
witness
honestly,
tampering.
bro, like I said, anything is possible when you got OJ on the stand trying on some stupid ass glove. Like, when you got 12 people, and see, that's why they never want to take it to trial, because it could go either way. It doesn't matter. All the proof could be pointing this way, and the 12 people just decide to vote this way. That's just how it works. People have gotten off. Known murderers have gotten off due to jury trials. If one person, the thing that fucked me up about the Tory Lanez guilty verdict was that out of 12 people, 5 men jurors and 7 women. Like, which obviously I felt that the women would kind of, be on some woman empowerment type shit and take up for whatever. Not saying that Megan wasn't telling the truth or that they couldn't see the truth or whatever.
No, but you'd want it to be more fair. I would think they would have equal gender on the panel. Can you
I
do
mean,
that?
it's mixed. That's just how it.
Is it random like that?
I think so,
Okay.
yeah. But the thing that fucked me up was that not one person was hesitant, because all it takes is one person for a hung jury. You know what I'm saying? Not one person was like, you know what? When I was listening to the trial, they said that the gun had the girl's DNA on it. The neighbor whose house that the shit happened in front of, he came out, he said he saw the girl let off a couple of shots. Then he saw the guy let off a couple of shots. So who's to say which one of them shots was the one to strike Meg? You know what I'm saying?
That's a valid
blah,
point.
blah, blah, this, and that. A bunch of the stuff. But yeah, but then there was some incriminating things. Like they said that Tory offered Shorty $1 million.
Right, some witness tampering stuff.
And now, after the case has ended, we're starting to hear the jail phone call leaked from the day that Tory went to jail. There's all the pictures of the night that the shit happened, of the bruises on Meg and Shorty and blah, blah, blah. Man, look.
Yeah, complicated. I just feel like, even with that, like, if somebody's willing to go up there and they're going to say you shot him, how are you going to get out of that? You know? It's just crazy.
I mean, the third...
I guess if the jury was said, just... I guess if they feel like the other evidence was...
Yeah.
But... Didn't seem so sloppy. There was so much shit and go back and forth. People changing stories and weird stuff going on.
And see, with Meg and Shorty lying up on the stand and blah, 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 like I said, it could go really either way, man. It doesn't matter. It's up to the 12 people.
I mean, I'm not going to lie to you personally. Last week when we talked and we had this discussion, I thought... I was almost a little bit more leaning towards he was going to be found innocent. Just because it seemed so complicated and so much BS... that it was kind of it would have been hard to determine for sure that he did that, but it seems like you said they were not even hesitant.
Exactly.
Swift decision, guilty.
Rock Nation's behind it all.
Well, his dad was after the fact, right? His dad was outside. He was talking about something about Jay-Z, and I didn't even understand what he was saying.
Basically, just saying he was basically the puppet master behind all of this, and
Right, it's his fault.
Because he's like, Rock Nation and everything, they back Meg Thee Stallion, so basically, they swayed it all, is what he was trying to say, instead of taking responsibility for his son's actions.
Interesting. Well, Megan Thee Stallion won the case, and I guess now we just kind of see how much time he gets, or what did he get?
Yeah, his sentencing is on January 23rd.
Right,
so... But with that being said, the next case, because there's always so many cases, there's never ending cases, especially in the hip hop culture, which we got to fix. The next case that we're going to be addressing is Young Thug in the YSL case, which last time we talked, I think there was like 3 people who had took the plea deal. But
right, Gunna being one of them.
Mm-hmm.
But now a few more have, correct?
Yeah, I think there's like 7 people, and they just said that the other day, the last people that they were offering the plea, there was 3 people, and they had to have their decision in by the end of the day. And 2 people actually turned it down.
I saw that.
And one person, YSL Tick, he actually took the plea deal. But not only did he do that, he is going full cooperation, and he waived his right to the 5th Amendment, which is to not incriminate yourself, meaning he is going to be answering everything willfully. He wants that Italian beef and Pepsi in the interrogation room. Make sure you bring us Italian beef and Pepsi, have it hot, and that Pepsi better be on fucking ice before he gives up any information.
Pack of cloves.
But yeah, as long as you got that, a safe ride home, don't even let him see those handcuffs.
Crazy. But I did see that. I was watching a video yesterday, and those 2 dudes in court, and they turned it down. The judge was like, let me give you a quick little rundown, right? He's like, I have to, if it goes there, I would legally have to give you the maximum sentence. Yeah. He's like, think about it. But you know what? It's respectable.
Which, that's my thing. It's like, why do you, it says between this and this, your sentence says between
I have never
X
understood
amount of years
that.
and X. Why would you have to give me the maximum? Ain't it still up to you to decide how many I get between let's just say 10, 20 years, blah, blah, blah. If I take it to trial, I just automatically get the maximum if I lose. I don't know how that works, man. Again, the court system making its own fucking rules, but man, like I said, prayers up to Young Thug, man. I'm standing with Thug. I'm seeing a lot of shit on Instagram talking about none of the people who took the plea actually spoke to Thug, or he didn't tell them to take the plea. So I'm just anxious to see what actually goes down. Trial starts January 4th.
So in a couple days. So stay tuned for that. Next time we talk, we'll probably have some more information regarding that.
Yeah. But you know who did win, though?
Who?
Your boys know.
Go, Pack, go.
No, Pack, no, man.
Yo, I got to tell you something. It is the funniest shit ever when the Packers are playing with this man right here. He can't stand the Packers, but let me clarify. He doesn't necessarily dislike the Packers.
God.
It's the Packer fans.
Oh, God.
Because he feels like Packer fans are the biggest flip-floppers ever. You can't love Aaron Rodgers, for example, right? He's the best. He's the most amazing thing. We're so lucky to have him. And then dude throws an interception, and people are sending him off to the ringer on Facebook.
That's facts. I'm glad that you know that about me.
I know bro, come on.
I'm good.
But yeah, so I think it's funny, man. But yes, yesterday played the Vikings. And, this season with the Packers has been crazy because off to a very rough start. It was looking like we were not going to make the playoffs. But the stars aligned somehow with 3 other teams. And, you know how it is. You need this team to lose, this team to win, this team to win. And it all happened. So then we needed to win the next 2. So we won yesterday. We need to win next week.
See, and this is a prime example right here for the viewers. Notice he said it all happened, but they need to win. It didn't all happen. You need to win the next 2. It didn't all happen.
No. Just with even getting this far to even still have a potential of getting there, we needed last week these like 3 teams. This team to lose. I can't remember what teams.
I thought the Bears needed to win though.
They may have, or I can't
Bears
remember, but like
I know the crazy combination.
It was like 3 teams, and however it broke down, it needed to happen, and then we need to win the next 2. So we won yesterday, and now we still have to win the next week in order to make it happen. So nothing has happened yet.
Hey, Chief, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was hoping for the Vikings to, because their last game they came back like in the 3rd or 4th quarter or whatever. They were down like 33 points or some shit, and they ended up coming back all in the 4th quarter and ended up winning the game. I was really hoping for another one of those, but you can't do that twice, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, they ended up getting fucked up. And
yeah, I mean, the Packers played great. We'll see what happens next week because, nothing's set in stone right now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Leave it to the Packers to fuck around and make it into the Super Bowl and lose. That's their signature move.
You know what? I mean, it's hard to even argue that. But, yeah, hopefully we win.
Yeah,
he would not like that. But
Packers won. The Bucks wasn't so lucky yesterday.
No, the Bucks were playing Memphis.
John Morant and them.
John Morant gave him the smackdown. What was the final score?
Bing, bow, boo. The final score for Milwaukee versus Memphis was 118-95.
Yeah, so I mean, it wasn't even that close of a game.
Yeah, yep. John Morant, they said he was out there looking like fucking N1, dunking all over them boys. Harlem fucking Globe. All right, let me stop.
Did you ever watch N1 growing up?
Oh, fuck.
Bro, because I'm like, as a kid, when I stayed home sick from school and shit, it was like one of the most epic things when N1 was on. I'd be like,
you know who Hot Sauce
bro,
was?
Hot Sauce was my favorite. Don't play me like
listen,
that.
no, look, hey, let me tell you, back in the day, he used to have the little shirts with all the little strings.
Yeah.
Man, look, motherfuckers was cutting their shirts up, making strings. Niggas was trying to get the
motherfuckers couldn't dribble for shit, but
man,
they were.
Listen, don't even get me started.
Yeah, bro. Man, everyone, right? Professor. See, and that's kind of what I followed the professor on Instagram.
He's still playing ball.
He'll go out and kind of do his thing at like open whatever, and just kind of do his thing. It's cool. It's cool to see that,
Yeah.
I mean, that's been what 20 some years.
Facts. I mean, he was a young ass kid when he started.
Yeah, he was young,
sure.
but it's just respectable, man. As like a creative person, and us doing this kind of stuff. It's like cool to see people that have really stuck with it. Like,
no, that's facts.
You take this and one thing, and he's made it now like a 20-some long career. 20
hey,
years,
you know what? I want to
cool.
Let me interrupt. I just want to say this too. R.I.P. Barbara Walters. She died the other day.
Rest in peace, Barb.
Yeah, man.
One of the best to ever do it.
My granny definitely stayed watching Barbara Walters 60-minute specials or whatever. R.I.P. Barbara Walters.
How old was she? 85?
No, I think she was in her 90s. Yeah.
Hey, you know what? She
93 or something.
That's a good long life.
Yeah, it's 2023, man. Long time coming, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Quavo was spotted out the first time since Takeoff's death. R.I.P. Takeoff.
Yeah, rest in peace, Takeoff.
Shout out to Quavo.
Doesn't even seem real still.
Man,
it really don't. It's weird. But
hates that we have to start this year off without him and a couple of other people who was fallen. Barbara Walters, for example. Everybody else who we left in 2022. But yeah,
it's good. It's good to see Quavo out, right?
Exactly. I'm glad that he's getting out and being able to acclimate himself back into the culture.
Yeah, I mean,
we miss him.
Yeah, and that's just got to be tough. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. From just a person, a human being. You were there too. Tough. It's not like you.
Shout out to Offset too, because I seen he was out doing some shows not too long ago for the first time and everything.
Yeah, that's a crazy situation.
Facts.
That's good. I'm glad to see Glad to see Quavo out doing his thing.
Yeah. One thing that I wanted to talk about, I have been seeing a lot of videos via 1090 Jake and No Jumper. Real Boston Richie, who I have been rocking with really heavy lately. You know, his music is super good, banging. Future been rocking with him pretty heavy. And shit, you know, they like everybody else. They trying to expose paperwork on Real Boston Richie, which is, you know, obviously taints his image a little bit. It makes it seem like he's not who he says he is. So I'm just kind of sitting back and watching it unfold. But yeah, 1090 Jake came out with some paperwork at first that was had Real Boston's Richie government name in it, basically alleging that the paperwork led to two people's arrest. And I think it was another case where somebody had ended up doing like 15 years or something. It's supposed to be on account of him. And not only did I see that, but now I just seen a video. Now they have video footage of a arrest of Real Boston Richie.
Really? I didn't see that.
In Florida. And the cop is telling him that if he has more than 28 grams, because I'm guessing that's the legal limit where he was at, that he was going to be getting arrested because it's a felony. And Richie pulls the weed out of his pants, and it looks like 2 ounces to me, but I guess they were trying to say that it was a QP or something. But yeah, the cop said it looks like he has 56 grams here, which is obviously more. But for some strange reason in the video, the cop's telling him, like, you know what? He told him before he pulled out the weed, though. He's like, man, look, if you pull out the weed, blah, 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 I will let you go. You know what I'm saying? He's like, now, I'm going to have to charge you. He's like, but you could be walking away from here. So Boston Richie pulls the weed out, blah, blah, blah. He tells him, like, you know, I'm going to have to charge you. But at the end of the video, you see the cop taking off the handcuffs and Richie being able to leave. And it's just, you know, questionable. Obviously, every police situation doesn't go like that. So the internet has questions, and shit. Hey, like I say, who am I? I'm sitting back and watching what happens. I actually rock with Richie. I hope he comes out of this clean. But if not, then shit, we got to put some distance in between them, unfortunately.
Yeah, what actually happened with the paperwork? Like, it was from a prior arrest in 2016. Is that what it was?
It was from an arrest when he was like 16 years old.
Something with his like dad too, right? His dad. I don't know. I watched that 1090 Jake video this morning a little bit, but I really, you know, I didn't watch too much of it.
Yeah. But Richie did respond to allegations on his Instagram and stuff like that. Just basically posted some money of some shows that he had there recently. I think it was like $250,000 and everything. And he was just saying like, shit, I will see why people would be mad at me too, you know, and basically trying to dig up dirt on him. But like I said, I don't know, man. I guess we're going to have to see what the streets say.
Yeah. Because you know how it is. You got that paperwork.
Facts.
You know, people will cut you right off.
Facts.
I want to ask you what your New Year's resolution is.
Oh, shit. Damn, yeah, we didn't get to that. New Year's resolutions.
Do you have any New Year's resolutions? I'm not a big fan of it. I feel like, people always be, I'm going to do me, but it's good. It's not like something you got to be like, I'm not going to. It's just kind of like something to encourage yourself, you know?
Yeah.
I think people that do that shit is just not, I'm never going to do this again. It's like, you can't really be doing that.
I told you I'm a list type of guy anyway, so... Yeah, I had to write my shit down. New Year's resolutions, I just try and think, what can I do to better myself, which I think that throughout the year anyway. So, But yeah, New Year, I like to see a new list. Number 1 on my list, New Year's resolutions, is save money.
Bro, I think that's number 1 on mine too. I'm really trying to stack money this year.
Save money. So I'm saving more than I'm spending.
Yep.
And number 2 is just make it to the gym more.
I think that too. And I want to eat better. I always think, it's hard, right? You're working and kids, and it's like I find myself kind of just eating bullshit a lot. I would like to be able to eat a little cleaner, but I mean, it's hard. Cleaner. It's hard to do.
I just want to develop better eating habits in general.
Yes.
Better health habits in general.
Right. It's so easy just to grab some shit instead of just cooking is big though too. It's like if you don't have the motivation to do a little cooking, it's hard to eat healthy all the time. You know, you can really achieve that clean eating if you cook a little bit.
Hey, Aki. It's way easier to grab that pack of noodles off the top of the fridge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, real shit. Well, that's another episode, the All or Nothing podcast. Shit. Next week, we're back with more.
God.
And the next week. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share. We definitely appreciate the feedback, as we say. Happy New Year.
2023. Get on your shit, grind.
Yeah, be safe out there. You know, it is crazy out there. So just, be safe.
Please
take care of your people. You know what I'm saying? Better yourself, right? And that's what you got to do.
Facts.
Till next time, man. The All or Nothing podcast.
All or Nothing, we out.
Peace.
For now.